Hey people, hope you're well, hope you're having a good day. Hope you're enjoying your Friday afternoon. Hope you're getting ready to enjoy the weekend or, maybe spend some time out in nature. As always, if you're watching later on YouTube, please give me a subscribe so you don't miss anything. Same as on Instagram, share this message with anyone, or Facebook, share this with anyone you think may benefit from hearing this. Now, wanted to just approach a question, well, actually a statement I got sent yesterday, actually, from someone who bought my book, The Chronic Fatigue Solution, which you can find at www.thechronicfatiguesolution.com. Nice little shameless plug. If you're looking to increase your health or get over any chronic issues, that really will help. And this person sent me an email saying, Ryan, I really love the information in your book. It was great, but implementing a lot of that stuff, especially when it comes to health, just isn't possible for the average Joe. It's possible for the average Joe financially, which, just why I'm doing this video, I think is, fortunately, complete nonsense. So I'll go into why. Now, when it comes to food, they actually said, I'm only on a certain amount a week, and I can't actually afford to buy organic. Well, actually, this email come through, it's actually with one of my friends who's a normal guy, and he was like, "That's complete and utter nonsense because organic food doesn't cost much more than normal food." And I was like, "I know it doesn't." And simply put this way, especially when you start cutting out all the other processed, refined garbage, crisps, snacks, etc., your shopping bill goes down a hell of a lot, and it goes up. So just simply as well, if you're looking at organic food, meat can be a little bit more expensive, but even then, if say you wanted to just have a stew or something like that, I actually did the maths, and to get a bag of organic potatoes, a bag of organic spinach, a bag of organic carrots, some organic onions, and 6 organic free-range eggs comes to £7, which would make about 6 meals. So you divide that into two, comes to about £3.50 for what would be 3 meals. So 3 meals times by 7 works out about £24 over the course of a week. Now that's if you do a stew, and you can swap some of the ingredients in and out. But if you're looking just at 3 meals that you made in a stew or something like that, hey Helen, then you could do it very, very easily for like under £50. If you wanted to make stews, if you really were on a tight budget, you could do that quite happily, okay? If you're eating the same meal throughout the day. And even then, I only eat twice a day. If you fasted for a bit and you had fruit instead, you could do it very, very easily. Now, the other thing as well, not just food, everything else in that book that we talk about and health-wise, a lot of it is free. Yes, there's certain things when it comes to supplementation that you may buy, and there's certain tests if we go down that route, but when it comes to creating health, a lot of the other stuff is completely free, okay? So it's free to do hot and cold showers. I mean, you've got a water bill, but you haven't got to go and spend it, go anywhere, like gym membership, It's free to have walks in nature. It's free to listen to music, for example, You've got to buy the music, but everyone's got, if you've got a phone, you can listen to music. Or go on YouTube. It's free to spend time with friends and family, So we talk about the 4 doctors: Dr. Diet, Dr. Quiet, Dr. Movement, and Dr. Happy. So Dr. Diet, about what you eat. Dr. Quiet, introspection, so meditation, sitting there, breath work, that's all free, completely free. Dr. Happy, doing things that you enjoy, spending time with people you love, hobbies, etc., free. I mean, that's expensive hobbies, but I mean, spending time with people you love is all free. And then movement, exercise. You can go outside and do that for free. Press ups, you can find a pull-up bar, whatever. So a lot of this stuff is completely free. So this is why it's important to understand, like, health isn't just nutrition. I think it's very important as well when people go and see certain people, therapists, you go and see nutritionists, they think everything's about nutrition. You go and see a chiropractor, they think everything's about structural imbalance. But this is why it's important to look at all different other factors that greatly impact health. And most of them, as I said before, are free. And it's why you see these tribes that are out in the wild, and so out in the wild or out wherever they are, and they're extremely healthy. They don't even know what disease is. Most of them haven't even got a word for cancer because they don't have a clue what it is. And they're all doing things, spending time in nature, spending time with loved ones, going out, and if you even wanted to, if you wanted to go and hunt, you can catch your food, and that's free. You know, go and get a bow and arrow, etc., and you can go and hunt. So there are ways to do things for cheap, and also say for cheap on a budget, but also the main things are free. And I always talk about when it comes to coaching and coaches, I always say people don't pay me for information, they pay me for implementation. Thank you very much, Helen. So when it comes to it, now there's so much information out there. If people want information, they can go and get it anywhere. And obviously, I always say people don't buy coaching, they buy coaches, people that resonate with them. But a lot of it's implementation, it's having that accountability, that support, which is really important. But other stuff, it is extremely free. Going out in the sun, for example, something else you can do to increase your health, completely free. So a lot of these things are completely doable for the average Joe, even though I don't know what the average Joe actually is anymore. I don't know what the average Joe earns, etc., because things are so different today. But a normal person, breath work, hot and cold showers, time in nature, time with loved ones, good music, as I say breath work, whatever it is, all these things completely free, okay? And as I said before, you can even start hunting your food if you want. So I hope that helps when it comes to building health or creating health, a healthy body, healthy internal environment. A lot of the things that do that and starve off opportunistic organisms, etc., can be done on a budget. And when it comes to food, as I said before, if you want to buy a certain amount of food and build it up, there you go, £150, £165 a week to feed 8 people. Exactly, and that's nothing. I said before, it's £24 I worked it out as, from a big bag of potatoes, spinach, carrots, eggs, onions. Yeah, that would feed 6 meals. You do that 2 days in a row, and you can do the same with another stew, for example, other fruits, etc. You don't have to eat all this stuff, and generally a lot of the time it's a processed, refined stuff that costs a lot of money. Yeah, meat, but you don't have to eat meat every single meal, or you don't have to eat meat every single day if you don't want. Okay, and even then, if you buy a lot of it, this is what people would do out in the wild. I was talking to Tom Barnett about this, who have actually got really good, another interview with coming out, and actually him and Amy from Rewilding. But we're talking about if you were living outside, you'd probably have one big catch a week on something like meat, or maybe 2, and the rest of the time you'd be eating other things, forage, berries, fruits, etc. So yeah, it is completely possible. You just got to come out and get the mindset right. Because if you think you can't do things, you never will. Anyway, I hope this helps people, as always. Any questions you got as well, want me to cover any topics, give me a shout. I'll be going through a few things. Also got a really interesting document or article to post regarding the government and whether if you still trust them. Maybe you should really be quite sceptical about that when it comes to not just this, but everything that's going on. Anyway, otherwise, cheers guys. Thank you very much. As always, stay happy, stay healthy. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.